morning, dear students. How are you all? Are you preparing for your exam? I hope you all are ready for your exam. Don't think that you can remain at home and copy. You have to come here and write your exam. So, prepare sincerely. Don't waste your time. Let us come back to our English class. In last class, we learned the revision about the main reader for the exam syllabus. We had done the revision. From today, from main supplementary reader, we will do the revision. You know, 2 lessons are there from the supplementary reader. That is the first lesson. One is the bear story. You know the story about the bear, where the lady found and how they brought it home and what are the food they have given to this particular bear and how it was brought up, how it was friendly with everybody. All that story you know. So here learn the question answers. Let us do the question answers from revision. We do the question answers. Where did the lady find the beer cup? How did she bring it up? Where she found this beer cup, that this lady, and how they brought up this one. The lady found the beer cup in the forest near her house. This lady was staying near to her forest, and when she went for the forest, she found this particular beer in the forest. She fed him with a bottle of milk. What they had given for this one, with the milk they were taking care of this one. Her cook helped her in this work task. Who cooked means the house, the cooking one who cooks the food for us. She also helped this particular lady in order to take care of this bear. Next, the bear grew up, but he was most amiable bear. Give the 3 examples to prove this. Means amiable means it was very friendly with everybody. For that you have to give 3 reasons. Which way you can say it was very friendly with everybody. The friendly bear was harmless. It was not doing any harm to anybody. He watched amicably at the cattle grazing in the field. It was sitting in front of the house, and when the nearby there was a cattle, other animals they come to eat like a goat, sheep and all. It was not even chasing them, just it was looking at and enjoying them. The children used to ride his back freely. The children, what they were doing in their house, they used to climb on this particular pier and they were riding like a cycle riding, they were enjoying. Next, the 3 dogs loved to play all sorts of games with him. The 3 dogs, what they were having, they also was playing with him, pulling the ear and pulling the tail, leg and playing on him, biting his ears and everything they were doing with this particular pier. Pull his ears and his trunk of your tail and tease him in every way. What are the ways they can do play with you? All the ways they were playing, but it was not doing any harm to them. First one, it was not harming any. The people usually know the bear means it is a wild animal. When it sees the people, it will kill them. But since it was brought up in the home, even the nature is, by nature it is a wild animal. But here what happened, it was friendly, become friendly with everybody. It was not harming the people, not harming the animals. Even at home, the other cattle were there growing like a dogs, and the children, everybody was playing with them freely. So these are the things we can say that it is very friendly with everybody. What did the bear eat? There were 2 things he was not allowed to do. What were they? What was it is eating? It was given instruction that not to do 2 things. What are they? The bear ate the same food as the dogs. What are the food was given to the dogs? Like a rice, some bread, some vegetables, that milk, all that only it was taking. It was a non-vegetarian. Non-veg was not at all given for them. It was only vegetarian. No meat, no nothing else given. Only what are the bread, like some of the vegetables, all the drinks was given to them. What the dog ate, the same thing, the bear also was eating. He was given like a bread, porridge, potatoes, cabbages, and that means all the vegetables were given. He was a vegetarian. He liked the apple most. He loves that apple. Whenever it sees apple, earlier it was going and climbing and on the trees and he used to pluck and eat. And they were allowing, but there was a tree on the apple tree, there was a beehives were there. Because of that one, whenever it climbs that one, the beehives are disturbed and they used to bite his nose and all. So that is the reason, since it was disturbed, they told him not to climb on the tree and pluck the apples and eat. This is a thing they told her, not to climb on the tree to pluck the apple, because not only the beehives are disturbed, even these animals also hurt the bear. So these is the things they asked not to climb and pluck the apple and eat. Next, when was the bear tied up with a chain? When they have tied up this chain with a chain, what is the reason? Why? The bear was usually tied up with a chain, clean only at night, And on Sunday, when the lady visited her sister for lunch, only every night they tie up with the chain when it goes to bed. And every Sunday, why? Because this madam, the lady was going to her sister house to visit and to have the lunch with her, because if it leaves freely, it also follows him. That is the reason Sunday and every night it was tied up with a chain. What happened on Sunday when the lady was going to her sister's house? What did the lady do? What was the peer's reaction? One day she went to her sister's house. What did this peer do and what was her reaction? How she reacted with that one? One Sunday, while the lady was on the way to her sister's house, she heard the cracking of the branches behind her. See, as she was going, she could hear suddenly some of the branches, because it is a forest, on the forest way she has to walk and go. She could hear that some of the branches are breaking down, falling down, that cracking sound she heard. But when she saw bear following her, when she turned back and she saw the bear was following her, she punished him by hitting him on his nose with her umbrella. What she did is, she was carrying the umbrella in her hand. With the umbrella, she hit him on the nose. The bear turned around and went back. When she hit him, immediately the bear turned and it went back home, and the lady went to her sister's house. Why was the bear looking sorry for himself in the evening? Why did the cook get angry with the mistress? What is the reason? When the evening came, the bear was feeling so sad, sorry for that one. And the cook also scolded the mistress, the madam in that house. What is the reason? The bear looked sad when the lady came back home in the evening. The poor creature had been in chains all day. He was kept waiting for the mistress to come and set him free. And whole day it was tied up in the chain. Usually the daytime they don't do it, but the whole day it was put up in the chain, and he was waiting. He was always looking at the cage to see his mistress, so that she will come and free him freely by removing the chains. She will make him free. For that she was waiting. The mistress scolded the bear for following her in the forest. The cook got angry. She told her mistress that the bear had been sitting gently all day. He didn't need to be treated harshly anymore. And immediately, the lady, when he came, she started to scold him. Why? Since the bear followed her when she was going to her sister's house. Immediately, the cook got angry and she was telling, today whole day, gently, without any harmless, without doing anything, very gently it was sitting without any disturbance, quietly it was waiting for you with love and concern. It is waiting to see you, but you are coming and scolding him. Whatever you punished is enough, no more scolding. She scolded her like that. So these are the question answers. All the question answers you have to learn it from the bear story. Next, what is the next one? A tiger in the house. The grandpapa went to the forest and he found one small tiger cub. He brought it home. What happened? After bringing home, they also were feeding with the milk and everything, and it was not able to digest. Finally, they provided meat. And what happened? When they provide the meat, it was trying to kill other animals and eat. Finally, they shifted to the zoo. Why? Because it was becoming a wild in nature. The tiger means always it is a wild in nature. The bear also same thing, whereas the bear was mingled with the human beings. It became like a human, but it was becoming like a wild animal day by day. So it was because of that they understood that it will kill everybody and eat. So the grandfather, what he did, he shifted to the zoo. Then let us learn that question answers from that one. Comprehension check. Some of the question answers are 3 answers are given. You have to choose the correct one, right? Next, answer the following. You have to learn it everything. Comprehension check also will be there. So you have to choose the correct answer. The 3 answers will be there. Where was the tiger cub hiding when grandfather found him? Grandfather, when he went to forest, where it was hiding. The tiger cub was hiding among the intricate roots of a banyan tree. Between the roots of the banyan tree, it was hiding up in the Terod jungle near Tegara. Near the forest, he found under the banyan tree. What did Toto do to entertain Timothy? What the Toto means? It is a monkey. What the monkey was doing with Timothy? Toto used to pull Timothy by the tail. In order to enjoy, it used to pull the tail and enjoy. What did he do when Timothy lost his temper? When the Timothy lost his temper, when it gets pains, what it will do? Toto climbed up the curtain if Timothy lost his temper. When Timothy gets angry, Timothy means the particular tiger. When it gets angry, Timothy immediately catch hold of the curtain and climbs on the door. So why? Because it may not bite him. Where was Timothy most comfortable during the day? Where was he during the night? During the daytime, where it was finding comfortable in their house. During the night, where it was staying. During the day, Timothy was most comfortable on the long sofa in the drawing room. They had in the drawing room long sofa. There it goes and sleeps and it was feeling comfortable. During the night time, it was left in the cook quarters. Cook was there in their house. They have their own separate room. There it was going and taking rest. What was grandmother's prophecy about the cook? Did it come true? What the grandmother prophecy said about the Timothy? Grandmother's prophecy was that Timothy would one day kill the cook. Grandmother noticed that Timothy's character is day by day becoming dangerous. So she told one day that Timothy will kill the cook and he will eat. Does it come true? But it didn't come true. By the time before that, what they did, when they noticed the character is changing day by day, they took him to the zoo. What made grandfather decide to transfer Timothy to the zoo? What is the reason grandfather took the Timothy to the zoo? When Timothy was about 6 months old, he grew less friendly and more dangerous. When it grown up, became 6 months old, it was become growing big in size. That earlier it was very friendly with everybody. Now it lost a temper and it was trying to kill others. It became more dangerous. He chased the cats and ate up hens. It was chasing the going back of the cats and catching the hens, and it was eating during the night time. He also followed Muhammad with the evil intention, means he was always following the cook who was taking care of him in order to kill him, not with a good mind. This man only is providing everything, but it was not having the gratitude towards him. Instead, it was trying to kill him. With that intention, he was always following him. So grandfather decided to send him to the Timothy to the zoo. Why did grandmother want Timothy to be put in another enclosure? What is the reason grandfather asked Timothy to change into another cage? What is the reason? Grandfather saw the leopard in the next cage rushing at and frightening Timothy every now and then. What is the reason? There was opposite of Timothy in the zoo, there was one more leopard was there. It was always making sound. It was making the Timothy to get frightened, the tiger to get frightened. That is the reason. The grandfather asked the people, those who are working there, he asked them to shift the Timothy to another cage, means away from the tiger, away from the leopard, so that the leopard will not make sound and it will not make him to get frightened. What shocked the grandfather in the end? What happened when he went to see the Timothy in the cage? What happened to him? After seeing the Timothy, what was the reaction of him? What happened to him when he heard about the news of the Timothy? Grandfather was shocked to learn from the keeper that Timothy had died 2 months ago, and the tiger in the cage was very dangerous. And what lesson he learned when he went there? Already in the Timothy, what he was brought up, it was died up due to some lung infection. It got and it already died. Now what he saw is another tiger that is brought up in the forest, and it is very dangerous. So dear students, please learn all the question answers and write your exam well. Don't waste your time. Every day at least half an hour you prepare your half an hour for each subject. 3 subject you prepare, make a timetable and prepare for your exam. You are having so much of syllabus, vast syllabus for the exam. Not only my subject, you are having other subject also. So don't waste your time. Every day for each subject half an hour, morning half an hour, 1.5 hour, evening 1.5 hour, sit and prepare for your exam and you try to get a good mark. So have a nice day. Take care. As the corona is spreading, don't go anywhere. Take it